The Pennsylvania Governor's Schools of Excellence have had a tremendous impact on the lives of every student who has participated. I'm sure that over the last few weeks, you've received letters and emails from many of them relating their experiences to you. I want to take this opportunity to share my story with you. Last summer, I had the most enriching experience of my life when I participated in the Pennsylvania Governor's School for Global Entrepreneurship at Lehigh University. 14 international students attended, representing 12 different countries. While I could discuss how I developed a marketing plan and website for Martin Guitar and pitched my plan to the top executives of the company, or how I exchanged business cards with many entrepreneurs, as well as the Consulate General of India, the Deputy Consul General of Germany, the Ambassador of Sudan, and the Minister of Education and Sports of Antigua, I won't. Instead, I'd like to share with you an experience that you won't find on any governor's school syllabus or government description of the program. At the orientation for governor's school, I requested to have an international roommate. Subsequently, I learned that my assigned roommate was named Adil Abu Khalaf from Amman, Jordan, and that this would be his very first trip outside of his country. When I thought about it, it seemed very important to me to be able to give my new roommate a good impression of America and to introduce him to a new culture. As for Adil, when he saw on Facebook that I was Jewish, he was sure I was the program's international student from Israel. Adil was not aware that Jews lived in any other country. He had never met nor associated with a Jewish person before. He told me that when his father discovered that I was Jewish, he reacted unfavorably, but Adil thought it was the, quote, greatest idea. Adil was naturally drawn to the other Arabic-speaking students in the program, and notwithstanding the fact that I know very little Hebrew, I befriended the Israeli student. Nonetheless, Adil and I became great friends. Thus, our respective friends were thrust into contact with each other. Middle Eastern politics inevitably became central to many of our conversations. In retrospect, what I learned from Adil was as valuable as anything I'd ever hoped to get out of this governor's school program. He became so comfortable with me that he accidentally spoke to me in Arabic more than he did in English. When I asked him, Adil, why do you speak to me in Arabic all the time? He responded, I feel like I knew you before here. We have lived here for 5 weeks together. We are brothers now. No, we are more than brothers. Being one of 7 siblings and having learned that Adil has 15 other brothers and sisters, we both didn't exactly need any more siblings. But I liked the thought of having someone new that I could call my brother. But perhaps the most significant moment of governor's school was during a course called Ethics as an Entrepreneur, when I looked behind me to see Shapiro, the international student from Israel, and Fawaz, the international student from Kuwait, sitting next to one another. The lecturer asked all of the international students to say their name and country of origin. After the two introduced themselves, the lecturer stared at them in shock. He exclaimed, "This is the only place I would be able to witness this sight, an Israeli and a Kuwaiti sitting next to each other." Fawaz and Shapiro looked at each other surprised. They smiled and hugged to prove to the viewers and to everyone else in the classroom and to themselves that it was possible. When Shapiro recalled the moment, she said, "Deep inside, I realized the lecturer was right. It was rare, but it felt so right. This could only happen in PGSE." Pennsylvania State Representatives and Secretary of Education, Dr. Zahorchik, I stand before you today respectfully asking that you vote against the legislation to shut down the Pennsylvania Governor's Schools of Excellence. All 8 Pennsylvania Governor's Schools have a special ability to bring people together, whether it's across county lines or country lines, racial boundaries or language barriers. Please give the students of tomorrow the same invaluable opportunity I had this past summer. The Governor's School changed my life. I implore you to let it change theirs. Thank you for your time. Now Dana Feinstein will be speaking to you about some of the financial aspects of the Governor's Schools.